Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. Welcome to Space Jam.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Ram Center. I'm your co-host Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. And Shy, one more week till spring break.
I know, I'm excited.
Are you really excited?
I am. It's my last spring break.
I know,
so
we
of
all know
course
what
I'm
happens
excited.
in the
Yes,
spring.
yes.
Cheyenne
Do you have any
leaves us.
plans?
I'm going to New York City next weekend. It's my 21st birthday.
Is it? I didn't know. Happy early birthday.
Thank you. And then after that, I think I'm going to just chill. I need some rest.
Cool.
I need
Yeah,
some rest.
I
you know what
agree.
mean?
I definitely agree.
But after sending a player to the PSAC Individual Championships and a pair to the PSAC Doubles Championships in the fall, the Westchester men's tennis team is off to a little bit of a rough start here in the spring. Their latest match came on Sunday as they traveled to Edinburgh, where the squad lost 8-1. The sole winning match coming from the third doubles team of Charlie Rushing and Aiden Henkin. Rushing then went on to have a very competitive match against the two-time defending PSAC Individual Championship, Victor Albanese, but unfortunately was unable to come out with a victory. Westchester, who currently ranks 9th in the latest IT Atlantic Region rankings, is off to an 0-4 start overall and an 0-2 start in the PSAC Conference. They traveled down south over spring break to try to right the ship. Hopefully down south changes scenery, gets a couple wins to bring them back.
Yeah. Now switching over to our men's basketball team, the team fell to Kutztown in the PSAC quarterfinals last week with a score of 114-93. Despite the team's L, sophomore Malik Jackson was the lone Golden Rams representative to be named the 2017 All-PSAC East Men's Basketball Squad, which was announced Thursday. Jackson earned second-team All-League recognition while leading his team to a 14-15 overall record in the quarterfinals of the PSAC tournament. He started 20 of the 22 games in which he appeared for the Golden Rams this season. The sophomore shooting guard led the Golden Rams in scoring, averaging 19.2 points per game and dished out 68 assists and was credited with 34 steals. Jackson, who was an All-PSAC preseason selection in October, has led the Golden Rams in scoring in each of his first 2 years on the team and has scored 877 points over the same span. His 19.2 points per game average ranks 5th in the PSAC and is the highest single-season average at Westchester since Ramsey Staten in 2002 to 2003. Now, over to you, Samara, with Pro Sports.
The MLS season kicked off on Friday, where the Timbers easily defeated Minnesota United FC 5-1. Saturday featured 7 games that were either drawn or decided by 1 goal. Winner of the 2016 MLS Cup, the Seattle Sounders, dropped their season opener 2-1 to Houston Dynamo. In his first game back since missing a lot of the 2016 season, Clint Dempsey was able to land a ball that deflected off the goalkeeper to find the back of the net in what would be the Sounders' only goal of the game. The Philadelphia Union tied Vancouver in their home opener at Talon Energy Stadium on Sunday night, where neither team was able to see the back of the net. The Union look for their first win of the season on Saturday, which features a 2016 MLS playoff rematch against Toronto FC. The U.S. women's national team dropped their second game of the She Believes Cup 1-0 to England on Saturday afternoon in front of a sold-out crowd at Red Bulls Arena. The United States dominated most of the action in the second half, getting several opportunities but never scoring. England was able to capitalize late in the game when a set piece led to Ellen White's game winner in the 89th minute. The USA will face France and wrap up the She Believes Cup on Saturday night. That's all I have for Pro Sports this week. I'm Samara Rosenfeld. Now over to Spencer with this week's top plays.
Thanks, Samara. Spencer McCurcher here again with this week's top 5 plays. All right, guys, here starting with number 5. We're back on the lax field, and this time it's not Joe Binney of Johns Hopkins, and instead it is Austin Sims of Princeton. As you see, he falls down here, splits 3 defenders in the underhand shot for the first goal of the game. It's Austin Sims, who ended up with 6 goals and 2 assists in this game. But this was the main highlight. You see it here again. Sims falls to the ground, gets back up, splits 2 defenders, and then gets past the third and scores the beautiful underhanded goal for Princeton as they went on to beat Johns Hopkins. Back to the hardwood here for number 4. Blazers thundered 2.8 to go before halftime. Myers Leonard of the Blazers throws it down court. Taj Gibson intercepts it for the Thunder and throws a beautiful shot. Not a pass, but a shot. It's a quarterback throw from about 3/4 court. And this ball is nothing but net, and one of the most amazing shots that I've ever seen. It is Taj Gibson from 3/4 court, the heave, and this ball goes straight in, nothing but net, and he is your top 4 play of the week. To the baseball diamond with number 3, a little spring training ball, Marlins Mets, when Renteria of the Marlins loses his bat mid-swing, but yet this bat was somehow caught by Luis Guillorme of the Mets. He's known for his glove. We see the replay. All the Mets players scramble from the dugout, but Guillorme catches this bat in stride, coming in here at number 3 in this week's top plays. Coming in at number 2, Suns, Celtics, and one of the craziest finishes I've ever seen. Eric Bledsoe drives, ties the game with 4 seconds left at 1:06. You see here the Celtics players try to inbound the ball. Tyler Ulis somehow ends up with it, the 3 for the win, and he's got it. Ulis the 3 for the win, and the Suns with a miraculous comeback. And they beat the Boston Celtics 109-106, scoring 5 points in approximately 6 seconds. Stunning Isaiah Thomas and the Boston Celtics at home. And you see the replay. They just a miscommunication underneath the basket after Bledsoe's layup. Thomas loses the ball, somehow ends up with Tyler Ulis. He takes 2 dribbles and pulls. And it is an amazing shot here at number 2, and it is March with these basketball finishes. And coming in at number 1, again, it is March, and we have seen crazy finishes so far. It is Northwestern in Michigan with 1.7 seconds. The heave down the court, caught by the Northwestern player, and up and in for the layup. And that is it. The game winner for the Wildcats, a big bubble team here. And as they beat the Michigan Wolverines on a Christian Laettner-esque play with the heave down full court, and it is caught by this Northwestern player in an unbelievable buzzer beater to win. And again, it is March, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure we'll have many more to come here in the coming weeks. That was this week's Top 5 Plays. Again, I'm Spencer McKercher. Join me right back here next week for another good Top 5 Plays. Now to Cheyenne for This Day in Sports.
Welcome to This Day in Sports. On This Day in Sports, March 7th, 1996, Magic Johnson gets his 10,000th assist, which made him only the 2nd person to do so. That's all I have for This Day in Sports. Over to you, Sean.
Hey Rams, my name is Sean Smith, and this is By the Numbers. This week I'll be comparing 2 of the NBA's best guards, John Wall from the Washington Wizards and Kyle Lowry from the Toronto Raptors. Currently in his 7th season with the Washington Wizards, John Wall has truly become a key part of the team's offensive and defensive game. He currently leads his team in points, averaging nearly 23 points per game and nearly 11 assists per game. He's also managed to maintain an impressive free throw percentage at nearly 82% from the line. Kyle Lowry has also managed to put up some impressive numbers, managing nearly 23 points per game along with 7 assists per game and an average of 5 rebounds per game. In past seasons, he was ranked 7th overall in the NBA for assists and 8th in three-pointers. That's all the time I have for By the Numbers. I'm Sean Smith, and let's send it back to the studio.
Thank you, Sean. That's very true. 2 guards who aren't getting as much recognition as a James Harden or Russell Westbrook, but John Wall and Kyle Lowry really playing really well this season.
Yeah, John Wall has his team sitting at 3rd in the East Conference right now, so pretty amazing.
Yep.
Well, that's all we have for this episode of Ram Center. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WCU Ram Center, and also like our Facebook page. As always, I'm your co-host, Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. Stay golden, Dub C. Have a great and safe spring break, and we'll see you again in a couple weeks.
Welcome to